Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How's it going?
No complaints.
It's good. It's good. Um, would someone like to give a recap of last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller?
Take it away, Laura.
That's right. I should have been like, anyone? Elora? Elora? Elora, do you not want to do it this week? We can make someone else do it.
No, I'll do it. Apparently, this is my solemn duty.
Hey, I help you out sometimes.
And I appreciate it immensely, Crystal.
You're a victim of your own success. If you absolutely sucked at it, well, actually, no, we'd probably make you do it just because you were bad at it, but...
Regardless of my level of success or failure, I'm still screwed, Squee.
That's true.
I'm sorry, we all drew straws.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't get the short one, but we're making you do it anyways.
The drawing of straws was pointless because we were going to always make you do it, but you know. Take it away, Laura.
Yep, so... Last week, we had, small hiccup in our travels.
Nope, that's Sunday's game.
Yeah.
We have a small hiccup in our travels on Sunday's game. That's it.
Shit, you're right. I'm so sorry. My bad. I can't. God damn it. Anyways, so we ran into a bunch of giant insects or something. May have been a bit of an encounter. The NPCs were being terrorized. Robin had to swoop in and save the old man, slap him down onto the flying carpet. Weary continues to be broken as fuck when it comes to healing, and we love her for it. We eventually murdered all the Enkegs, was it? Enkegs?
Correct, Ankegs.
Yes, definitely not Okrams.
Definitely not Okrams.
We murdered all the Okrams.
Won't have to deal with that shit anymore.
Always telling the truth.
Anyway, so we took care of that. We finished our journey a little bit outside of Flameford. There were a bunch of riders or something. They came out and were just like, hey, bitch, get off my lawn. And we're like, hey, calm down. All right, that's a little strong. There's no reason for that language. And they were just like, you know what? Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Get out. And we were just like, actually, we would like to talk to your manager. Thank you. And they were just like, and what right do you have, Shamix? And Akram was just like, actually, there's like 3 of these people who are technically Shawanti. And they were like, oh, you can sit at our campfire for 2 seconds while we talk about this. And maybe you'll be able to talk to the manager.
I can't believe that your entire group has turned into a Karen.
Yes.
Do you know who we are?
Do you know who we are? I would like to speak with your manager. So yeah. We popped a squat down by the fire. Everyone was like fucking giving us the stink eye. Robin wanted to take a walk, didn't get to because people were being dicks, and they were like, nah, fucking sit your ass down. And he was just like, And so eventually, an elf with long white hair and such walked out with the dude who came out to greet us and takes a look at us and is just like, And Ross explains things and stuff in her normal, formal, Shawanti manner. And they're just like, we'll talk about it. And so they went off to a tent, talked for a little bit, and eventually they were like, okay, you can, like, do a test or something, prove that you're not just, useless shemix that just happen to claw your way back out of the Cindermaw. Whatever. Like, it's not that big a deal. And Amelia was just like, actually, excuse me, are you Cloud Glider? Because, like, I was told that I was supposed to talk to you because you're supposed to be able to, like, help me with my sister. And he's just like, fucking who? And she's like, my sister, you're supposed to help me. Sees Annika and is just like, who the fuck are you? And she's like, I'm Amelia. This is my sister.
I'm going to step in here because that is not at all what happened.
Oh?
No, he was looking at you from the very start. He knew exactly who you were.
Oh.
He never asked who you were or even who Annika was.
He asked for introductions. He asked the name.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he knew. He was looking at you for a while.
But yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm your dad. Let's go. And she's just like, fucking excuse me. And he just keeps walking and she's trying to get answers and is just like, you know what? Once you take your test tomorrow, if you win, then cool, I'll answer questions. Even if you don't win, I'll answer your questions about you specifically. But y'all better fucking take your test. And then we'll have a conversation. And Annika got smarmy with him, and he's just like, fucking that's your mother. Oh, wait, she's not here. And so he fucked off. And Amelia spent the majority of the rest of her time in the tent pacing. Robin went off on a walk and met a crazy lady who turns out was Aras's mom. And Aras also found her just as dear old dad popped out into existence and is just like, no, don't talk to her. She's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And eventually it was revealed through lots of ramblings and upset noises that apparently Aras's dad is in fact the asshole of the family. I don't know how we could have ever seen that coming. He just seems like a good guy. Deep down. Maybe. Probably. Who knows? But turns out he's just been the asshole this whole time, and the imp in Aras's head is actually his soul, just kind of tucked away in the corner of her brain, so that the demon hierarchy just never gets to have it.
Is it?
And is it?
Is it?
I'm pretty fucking sure. Like, I called this.
Ah, so that's speculation. Gotcha. Because that was never talked about in a session. Never talked about who or what men might or might not be.
Well, his soul is being carried around by Aras, and I'm pretty sure that's the imp. Either way, lots of talking made Mom upset, and she started flinging things at Ethereal Dad, And Robin was like, don't do that. That's a bad idea. And bad things. I believe Ross had to make a wisdom save, and she nailed it, and only had to take half the damage. And then eventually Robin managed to bring Aras's mom, who I believe her name is Petal or Blossom or some kind of flowery name.
Petal.
And they brought her back to Mwiri, and Robin did a gentle shovey in her direction and was like, please fix. And Mwiri, I believe, did a greater restoration on her and gave her a bit of a more clear mind. They got to talk for a little bit and had a nice conversation about kiddos and being moms and all that fun stuff, while Amelia and her shit shade got dragged off into the desert by Aras for a little bit until they faded away, and then eventually everyone passed out for our long rest, and now it's the dawn and we get to take a test.
Pretty close. Well done. Take your inspiration. To expand a little bit on some of those things, the Sun Shaman was sufficiently impressed by the fact that some of you are Shawanti and that you have the Thrall Keeper sign. However, just being Shawanti is not going to get you the secrets of the Skonkwa Sun Shamans. You need to be a Skonkwa clan member, hence the trial. So there's that. If they had decided not to let you take the trial, they would have probably eviscerated all of you. So that's probably a positive.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah. And we are going to pick up the start of the session that following morning, unless there's anything anyone wanted to do the night before you took a long rest. Because when we ended the session, we had not quite taken it yet. There may have been something someone wanted to do beforehand. Is there?
Not that I can think of.
No, not for me.
Perfect. All right. So you all take a long rest. Someone roll me a d4, please. Please and thank you. Gotcha. Thank you, Rhea. You all take your long rest in the guest yurt, which is this one over here. No, there would have been something that happened before that, which would have been the fact that Aras, when you get back after your dad's disappeared, your mom would no longer be insane.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird, I guess.
So when you get back to the yurt, your Petal would stand up and walk to you. Arlen?
Yes? Well, I mean, I guess I used to be. It's a long story.
Tell me. You can actually tell her, or you can say that you told her. I don't expect you to have to go through the whole... So there's this dude, Gadrian.
So actually, what I want to propose is way more invasive, I guess.
Wow.
Arlen, Aras
Roll
has
for
been
initiative,
keeping...
I guess.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, please continue.
Arlen / Aras, she's always kept, like, a journal of like her scientific experiments, and then she'll also write like what she thinks and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it don't mind the stains and the horrible handwriting, but I think this might provide you with a lot of insight into who Arlen was. And she's going to hand her journal that she's been keeping with all of her experiments, but also all of her thoughts and everything, from the time up until she came back to the city until the time that Arlen was killed.
Got you.
And it has lots and lots of. We can talk about what other stuff if you want to know what she thought, because that would all be in there.
Understood. So here's what would happen. You would hand that to her. She would see it and shuffle through it a bit, and she'll say, "This will take me time to read, but I want to read it."
No, absolutely. I figure it'll take you a while, and I would tell you, I'm just so tired.
No, and you have the trial of the totem tomorrow. I will read this during your trial. And then when you're done, we can talk.
Sure, definitely. Yeah, I have the other volume has kitty stuff. So yeah, great. That's fine. You can keep it. Well, for as long as I'm here. I would really appreciate that maybe you don't talk about certain things. You'll know what things they are when you get to them with other people.
I will speak of this to no one.
Thank you.
Where is he?
He's
your father.
No, so he comes once a day, at different times, and I'm not 100% sure where he is when he's not here, but he's not corporeal.
Then, while I have my mind, you should understand. Your father was a very influential businessman in Corvosa who tried to reach out to the Shawanti people thinking that he could make new clients, a new market for his business. The Skonqua tried. We know that the Corvosans and the Chilaxians and the others are encroaching on our territory, slowly driving us further into the Cinderlands until we'll have no territory left, and in our hearts we know it is a war we cannot win. So, we made an attempt. I was given to your father as a gift. He was meant to honor and respect the gift. He did not.
He doesn't really respect things.
Battery low.
Sorry, not you as a thing. He doesn't respect people or things that might not do exactly what he says. I'm
charging battery.
I bore him 2 sons, or 2 children. Yes, this you know already, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You and your brother, who we will discuss later. William, I am not sure who his mother was, but I treated him like he was my own. Is he all right?
He is alive, and he's safe.
Good. Good. I should hurry. Your father, his success, his influence, his power, it came at a price. He signed a deal, his soul for power. But your father is nothing if not clever. Yes, he took you, and he hid. I'm not exactly sure, Aras, what he did, but you are somehow hiding him from the demons that want him so badly.
Yeah. Did he try first with my
Yes.
middle brother?
It did not. Your brother was not as strong of mind as you were. It drove him mad. It drove him to hate. Hate so much what he has become.
Do you think it can be reversed?
She shakes her head sadly. No. You cannot lock a child in a closet for 15 years and expect them to be sane. That is the equivalent of what happened to him. His mind has been shattered. He hates Shawanti with a passion that I've never seen before. His entire life is dedicated to killing us.
Do you know why he's fixated so much on Shawanti? Is it just...
She looks down. I used to tell him stories about my people. I wanted him to know where he came from. But when his mind shattered, those stories poisoned him. They were all he ever thought about, and for some reason, somehow, the madness made him believe that the Shawanti were responsible.
That's quite unfortunate.
Yes. But you were different. You were stronger. Oh, my Arlen. You were stronger. But once it was successful, your father had no need for me and shipped me off back here, refusing to let me see you. And I'm afraid that, well, I lost my senses. I don't know exactly what happened. Your friend, she did something to me. I can think straight again.
Mori is a gifted healer. And, Rhea, she's really good at talking to people.
Oh, Arlen.
They,
I should have come and find you. I wanted to. I did. I wasn't myself. It was so hard to think, to focus. All I would do was draw symbols in the sand. Oh, I'm sorry.
for being in unfortunate circumstances beyond your control. There's nothing to be sorry for. We can't always control the cards life deals us. We can just make best of the situation we have.
Well, you have a lot to do, and you need your rest. I will read this, and then we will talk.
Sure.
And then she'll hug you. She'll actually kind of like awkwardly crouch. She's not used to hugging dwarves.
Yeah.
And then she'll go over to Murray and hug you. I don't know what you did, but thank you.
Oh.
Mary returns the hug. Of course. And if you feel the madness returning, please return to me. I will do what I can for you.
No. Never again. I refuse. And she'll nod to you and turn back to Arlen.
What is she never again? What is she refusing?
Roll me an insight check.
Mary
Oh.
nods as she walks away. I see a friend in the family.
That's what that's for.
It seems like she's saying she refuses to go insane again. She's not going to let it happen a second time. Not that she's refusing healing ever again.
I mean, for some people, delirium could be comforting.
Sure. No, it seems more along the lines that she, for whatever reason, seems to think that her going insane was a failure on her part. And she is refusing to make that failure again. In her mind, at least. Because we all know that dementia is something that's so in your control.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yes, Ross, you had an O.
I did?
You did, but that's fine. If you had nothing else, she will depart for the night.
Yep, nope, we're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's not ask for insight or cheating on trials. We can do this.
Hey, Mom. Give me the deets. Give me the deets, Mom. Hey, Amelia, go ask your dad.
Ross is trying to do things the proper way.
Sure.
Whether I do that or not is different.
You all drift to sleep. And early in the morning, before the sun rises, you are all awoken by the sun shaman who comes into your tent and gently speaks to wake you all. He is wearing very ceremonial style clothing, and he says to all of you, bring only what you can carry with you. If you have any magical items that are similar to a bag of holding, leave those behind. Take only what you can carry, and only what you need.
So just the bag of holding we need to leave behind? That's fine.
Yeah, he seems to... The only thing he's really telling you to leave behind is anything that carries large amounts of items or whatnot. So bag of holdings, haversacks of holdings, etc. But any magical items you have on you, any equipment that you can carry with you, any equipment you want to take from a bag that you can carry on you, you're welcome to do so.
Okay, that's gonna... Okay.
I've got a decent strength if there's anything you might want out of the bag.
Yes, there are quite a few things Oros wants out of the bag of holding.
Victory. How about victory?
Why did we put that in there?
Put my hand in the bag and think of victory.
Ross is gonna give you a backpack with a whole bunch of rope and like crowbars. I mean, do you want me to say everything from my backpack that I'm
Yes.
giving her?
Well, everything that you are taking with you, I need it on, like, some sort of record.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So give me a sec. So backpack, ropes.
Yep. So it'll take me a couple of minutes.
Sure. Just send me.
I'll
whatever
send
you're-
both of you guys an
Yeah.
Excel sheet. It's like Ross is gonna bring some of her like tools and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, let's see. That would be helpful, like the blacksmith tools, the mechanical tools, saw, block and tackle. Drills. I mean, she doesn't know what she's expecting, but she's expecting it to be either killing or strength, and so she's gonna try and bring whatever she can.
Okay.
I've decided to go hard mode. I'm taking nothing but a short bow. No.
And underwear.
Yeah. Oh boy.
What kind of face paint? Like, what are we going for here? Like the lines of a football player?
Amelia has to do her face paste again because Shala
Shala's
isn't
not
here
here.
to make her pretty.
Nope. Well, I'm 100% with you. I'm talking about Robin.
Rob just waits, and then when she's not looking, takes like 3 fingers of it, just he lines it all the way from one side to the other across his eyes.
Nice.
And like smiles at her like, eh?
She like raises a brow, smiles a little bit, and like fixes like the corners to make them blend a little better.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm. All right. The rest of you, just make sure you know what you're taking with you. And the Sun Shaman, as you all prepare, once you're all ready, without a word, he turns and walks from the tent and bids you all to follow.
Oh, it's fine.
Flack and Varric and Satomi are actually asked to stay behind, as they are not going to be taking part in this. Satomi cannot. She is already a member of the Lin Kuei. Well, she could, technically, but she has no desire to. Flack and Varric are going to stay back and watch your things. Let's see here. Is Kitty coming with?
Yes, if they don't have a problem with it.
They do. He says nothing. And actually, what am I saying? Varric would obviously be coming because he doesn't want to get outside of 30 feet of Amelia if he can help it. But Varric will not be taking part in the trials. You all follow on a 20-minute walk as you make your way out of the camp and wind your way through the stone spikes towards a large mesa. A single ledge winds up the westernmost flat-topped area, and as you reach this first plateau, you can see a second plateau, another 40 feet, or another 10 feet above the one you currently stand on. Once you arrive, the Sun Shaman turns around. This is known as Bolt Rock. When storms come, this plateau is struck with lightning again and again. Sun shamans for generations have come here during a storm to feel its fury, and it is important to our people. Those of you who wish to become Skonqua will be taking the trial of the totem. And he motions for you to follow him back down the winding path to the base of the mesa. And, actually, Ross, roll me a knowledge history check, actually. You specifically. I think anyone else is welcome to try as well.
Knowledge history.
Okay. All right. Okay. Robin, you remember hearing somewhere that lightning is somehow attracted to metal? And it's clear, Amelia, you as well. It's clear that this plateau, this mesa, has a lot of iron in its rocks. And maybe that's what's attracting the lightning.
Oh, joy.
He guides you all back down to the base of the mesa, where you see a square stone building, basically, without a roof, and inside them rests a dozen or so large clay pillars lying on their side, and on these clay pillars rest all kinds of sigils and designs. The Sun Shaman says, "The trial is simple. Each of you must take one of these totems up to the first plateau within an hour. Once it is there, you must place the base of it in one of the crevices. There are hollowed out sections for each pillar. You can see the base of these pillars are rounded, which means they will not stand on their own. You must hold them upright until the next dawn, at which time you will then drag your totem to the second level above the first and hold it up right there until the next dawn. And on the dawn of the third day, if your totem still stands erect, you will be Skonqua. You are welcome to help each other. You are welcome to use magic if it is at your disposal. You are welcome to use your intelligence. But you must uphold the pillar. There is no... He hesitates. There have been some who have tried to devise ways of keeping the pillar upright on its own, whether through magic or mechanical means. This is not allowed. You may use magic or your mind to aid you, but it must be you who keeps it erect. You must prove your strength, your endurance. Are there any questions?
I have a question. Can we say devise something to help just make it a bit easier to balance? Not that we would, I mean, we would still be providing the muscle and the manpower per se, but just...
You are welcome to do as you would like, as long as the pillar cannot stand erect without your help.
Okay. Is there a particular distance, like spacing or anything like that? They have to be... Like you said, the crevice is up there, right?
There are spots. You will see them.
And GM, how big are the
The
pillars?
totems? The totems are about 10 feet tall and about 5 feet wide. So they look to be around 500 pounds or so.
Holy shit. Where's Nala when you need her?
More like 3 feet wide, but still 10 feet tall, about 3 feet wide, and they weigh about 500 pounds apiece.
We have to get them up there in an hour?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. My push pull drag is 5'10".
Mm-hmm. Now, the fun thing to note about 5th edition is that as long as your strength is above a 10, you can technically push or pull one of these, moving at 5 feet around. If your strength is enough, for example, Rhea could push or drag one of these, moving at her normal pace. So, you need to get them up there within an hour. Once you get them up there, you need to erect them. You can use magic to help you, and I'm just going to go out of character a little bit here. You can use magic to help you. You can, Arlen, you can devise things to help you, but basically don't make it so that, you know, if you tie 2 ropes around it and stake it to the ground and it sits there without, that would disqualify you, if that makes sense.
But if say we used a ladder and like a rope to help stabilize it, but like it could still go sideways, you know, would that give us help on the checks?
Sure, it would help you.
Okay.
You are welcome to use magic, especially since magic never really lasts. You know, we're talking 24, 48 hours here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And then I will explain more once you get past the first section. You are more than welcome to do anything you like, of course. You can always attempt to cheat. Mold Earth is a popular one. Just be aware of what that entails. Also, the Sun Shaman would note that the pillars have a minor enchantment on them so that they glow at night, and that the entire tribe's eyes will be upon you, even in the darkest night.
Oh, well, that's convenient. I didn't need to bring all these sun rods. Yeah, you can just leave those here. That's like a good 5 pounds. Sorry.
There will be no water or food brought to you, but you are welcome to use any that you have.
Okay, good, because I totally forgot to put that in the bag. Okay.
It's alright, I'm out here looking like a snack.
All right. So, the trial of the totem. Each totem, there are around a dozen of them. Each totem has an animal at the top of it. I figured instead of just listing a bunch of them and having you all choose, I would like to let you as the players choose what the animal on your top of your totem is. It will just say that they have that and you selected it.
So Russ finds a butterfly totem?
Okay. A butterfly, yes.
Oh, and she starts ripping off patches.
Okay.
Wait. Is there any wood? Is there any wood around? Like,
No.
long... Damn, okay, yeah. Yep. So I am ripping off 2 different patches. They're both wooden ladders that are 24 feet long. I was so mad when I rolled these on the Cloak of Many Things. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with all these freaking ladders? Wood. So I'm going to rip 2 of them off. I'm going to have somebody saw them in half, and we're going to use them to build a hoist that will stabilize my block and tackle, that allows us to lift 4 times as much. And so we're going to build that up there on the first level, and then each person can pull the rope to lift their own totem up to the top. So everybody's lifting their own. Oh, I also need to pull off a 10-foot pole so that it'll be 10 foot away from the ledge.
How many block and tackle do you have?
I have one, but
So you can use it to stabilize one pillar.
no. I'm not using it to stabilize. I'm just using it first to get up there.
Well, I'm a little confused. How's a block and tackle helping you drag something?
No. We're not dragging it. We're hoisting it like a crane.
Hoisting it where?
Isn't the platform?
30 feet above you. You're hoisting it 30 feet up?
Yeah.
How?
We are using a few different ropes. I can draw this out, but basically it's think of the ladders being tied together to make like an upside down U or an N. And then atop to that is a metal pole sticking out. And then the block and tackle is a set of pulleys. So on one end is a hook or a ring, which I will attach up to the metal post that is now 12 feet off the ground, off the platform, the plateau. And then using rope, probably the spider silk rope would be the best. And if we have to tie it to a regular 50-foot rope just to give us a little bit extra feet, then you just, on the other end is a hook, and you have a rope tied up to the pillar, and you put that rope onto the hook, and then you just pull the pulleys.
Yeah. If you can find a way to stabilize the ladders, I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Well, so the ladders would like...
Because you'd need a way to stabilize them from rocking back and forth.
So that's why they're like... I can draw it out. So they would be set wide enough apart that it's kind of like each ladder, two 12-foot ladders on each side going up, and two 12-foot ladders across. So they're all tied together. So it's kind of like a table.
Yeah, you might need to draw that out. I'm not visualizing it. Yes, Murray.
Are we allowed to like drag these, or is that considered like?
No, of course you're allowed to drag them.
Cool.
Yeah, you can drag them. You don't have to worry about making them upright until you get them up there.
Okay, cool.
So you guys have an hour to get them up there. So
how far away is it?
From where you are? It is 30 feet up and really only like 20-30 feet over. So really, well, but it winds up and down. So I'd be saying probably you're looking at about 90 feet to get to the top of the plateau, and then say another 30 feet to get it to where, well, no, more than that. So if you look at the bottom of your map, you see the plateau. Do you see it? Bottom right.
Bottom right. Ah, yes. Okay.
All right. So the path up here. Let me use the handy dandy pointers. The path up is here, right? So you need to drag it about 90 feet to get to here, and then you'll have to drag it.
You're on the wrong layer.
I am absolutely on the wrong layer. Whoops. Okay. So this is the path up, right? So about 90 feet to get to here. Hang on, let me just do it on this because that's not showing up. About 90 feet to get to about here. Then you have to pull them up around this wall, and the place where you erect them is right here. So 90 feet plus 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Between 40 to 60 feet. So what? You're looking at a total of about 150 feet? So Aras, I'm loving the idea. Draw it out so I can visualize it and make sure it's something that you can build in an hour.
So I put an image on Discord so you could see like the different sides, like the table and the crossbeam, and then it would be two of those that right next to each other. So it would be 4 legs wide, if that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of. Absolutely. only question is, can those ladders support 500 pounds? Because if those ladders are just made out of normal wood, that is not going to be supporting 500 pounds.
Even if they're...
I mean, I honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not a ladder maker. I don't know what the stress point of wood is.
I'm only actually concerned about not the cross beams, but the big outer frame, and I'm only using it, like, as a ladder because that's the wood that I had.
Right? Nope, I understand. I'm just trying to figure out, does anyone know how much weight a 2x4 can support?
Oh, a lot.
Not 500 pounds.
Yeah, I don't think it's 500 pounds. Like, if I put 500 pounds, if I put a 2x4 on 2 blocks and then put 500 pounds on the center of it, I think it would snap.
There is no strong wind. A 2x4 measuring at least 8 feet can support up to at least 1,000 pounds vertically.
Well, but wait, vertically means...
Horizontally?
Standing up, so...
Yeah, we need horizontal.
Okay.
Well, but I would have 4 of those vertically. That's the 4 sides. And then the horizontal...
Right, but the thing is, you got to tie the block and tackle to the horizontal part, which means that the horizontal part is taking that full 500 pounds.
Okay.
Right? Am I wrong on that? I mean, I'm not a physicist, so I could be wrong on that.
The weight is transferred to the legs.
Is it? Because you're attaching it
Based
to
on
one singular
static?
point.
No, the metal rod would be supported across 4 of them.
Got you, and it's attached to metal rod. Do you have a metal rod?
Yes, I have that patch as well.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's amazing. Okay, so the weight is on the metal rod, which is being distributed over... That, in that case, I don't see why it couldn't support 500 pounds.
Yep. My last 10-foot pole patch and my 2 ladders and...
Is it a 10-foot metal pole?
Yep.
What's the description on it?
No, it's just 10-foot pole, sorry.
Well, I'm not going to assume that's metal.
Yeah, we had this before, okay.
We rolled for it. I think. Is this the... What, do your patches regenerate?
No.
No, I had a certain preset amount.
Like, the thing is, I would not assume that's a metal pole because a lot of people wouldn't be able to pick up a 10-foot metal pole. Or use it very well.
I thought... How many metal pole patches do you have?
Because I know we used one in the dungeon castle.
We rolled for whether or not it was metal, and the dice said yes.
Hmm. When was
That's
this?
how we got out of the sewer grate from the dungeons.
That's right.
Yeah, we jammed the lever.
Okay, that's true. And if one was metal, why wouldn't the other one be metal? Okay, sure. You got yourself a metal pole and 4 ladder leg things. I'm okay with this. Block and tackle. How are you attaching them?
One end has a ring, so it's designed to go on like a pole or something like that.
No, I meant the ladders to each other.
Oh, rope.
Gotcha. All right, and who's helping?
I think Robin has a woodcarver's kit as well as he could use mold earth to secure it into the ground.
Yeah, technically, mold earth is supposed to not be used for the pillars. Doesn't say anything about for an apparatus or something.
And he does have woodcarver's tools, so he can get out a saw and help her out.
Now, a quick question. Are we supposed to individually, hold on, let me grab my thing. Individually get our pillars up here, or is it just only holding them up individually while we're up here?
There's nothing said about individually at all. You're more than welcome to help each other.
Yeah, he said that we were able to help each other.
Robin, I'll let you know. So I'm looking over the rules of this. Any magic that changes the surface of the bolt rock, or the totems themselves will be highly frowned upon. So if you do it, put it back just the way it was, and hope they don't see it.
Is it okay to mold the ground over away from that?
No, the bolt rock is a sacred place. They don't want it transformed or changed.
I will not use any molders.
So my idea was once we get up to the top, we can then take the same ladders and cut them in half again and use them to like brace it to kind of help but not take the full weight. So it's kind of like a lean-to brace that's tied on with rope. But I'm intentionally not doing multiple sides so it won't hold the whole thing up. You still kind of stabilize it if there's wind blowing or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how many people? Okay. So let me figure out as a group. Who's dragon? Who's helping Aras and plans to use this apparatus?
I'm most
Also-
likely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, also keep in mind, Aras, that if you build this and it's working and you're pulling the totems up and they fall, that totem shatters and your trial is over.
Robin's pushing us. I'm sorry, Aras. He'll help you, but he's going to have to push us.
Just putting that out there. I mean, it's a wonderful idea. It's fantastic. It probably will work very, very well. But if that hook doesn't catch on, or if something happens, or if the wind blows it and it falls, it will shatter. Especially a 30-foot drop.
We could secure the totem down with rope onto the ladders.
Huh? Not if you're doing it the way Ross is thinking of doing it.
So I was thinking like I can walk up along with it and help stabilize it using my boots of spider climb. And I mean, technically I could be pulling it.
Yeah, but the same thing. If it falls, you're falling with it. You're not holding 500 pounds while spider climbing.
Okay. Let me
When a creature is enlarged, does that affect its carrying capacity at all?
It does not, even though technically
Okay.
it should, simply because
Okay.
the rules didn't want to get into that quagmire.
Rhea,
Yeah.
I have enhanced ability. I can double your carry capacity.
Holy shit.
Oh. I have that too.
So I can't use it on myself because that only puts me at 480. So I would still be over encumbered slightly. But
So-
if we worked together, we could probably just
Well,
walk.
wait, Mary, that's your carry capacity. Your push drag capacity would be well over 500 if you use that, and you could just drag it up there at normal speed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that
Your drag is 15 times your strength score. So what's your strength score? 16?
Mm-hmm.
So 16 times 15 is 240. If you used your enhanced ability, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did the math. I
Yeah.
can't. It's just under.
Yeah, you're right. So it wouldn't help you. Oh, man. You know who it would help who's not taking part in this trial is Vingastrican. Anyone want the ring for a day?
I'll take the ring for a day. I don't fucking
You
care.
can't take it for a day. You'd have to take it for a
I'll
whole week.
you. I'll
I can
double
take
it.
it for a week.
Yeah, you have to have it for a week, and only after that can you move it along.
You can't give it back to him after it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You
Yeah.
can
You
never
have
give it back to someone
until
who's
you
had
found
it.
somebody else to take
Who
it.
said I was going to give it back to him?
He's not giving it up.
Jesus.
He's not giving it up.
Yes, Rhea, I will
Um,
cast enhanced ability on you so that you have double your carrying capacity. You should be able to just fucking straight up carry it then, shouldn't you?
And there is nothing that says you can't help other people. Literally, if you wanted to, I mean, Rhea, I'd make you roll for an exhaustion afterwards, but you could carry every single one of them up there in an hour.
Right, give me a second, because I'm trying to find something real quick.
And Sib, I'm not trying to dissuade you. Your idea is actually really wonderful. I think there's a very low chance that it would fall, but there is a chance.
Even if I had other people as guides to help.
I have an idea.
What do you mean guides to help?
So when you're lifting something, you put like a guide rope.
Uh-huh.
We have like, there's the rope attached to the block and tackle, but then you have extra ropes as well on the side.
How
in
much
case,
rope do you
like-
guys have? It's,
So-
it's 30 feet up, more than 30 feet. It's about 90 feet, I mean, total. But I'd say for the rope purposes, you'd probably need double the 30 feet to get it up there, plus rope to tie the ladders together, plus guide ropes. How much rope do you guys have?
So I have
If-
one hempen rope, one spider rope, and I have 2 rope patches if I need them.
How much rope is that?
So they're 50
I
feet.
have 50 feet.
So
50
50 feet. So 50 feet. We say 150 feet for the rope for the block and tackle.
Mm-hmm.
150 foot for tying the ladders together.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 guide ropes. I don't know exactly how guide ropes work, so I have no idea how much rope you'd need for that. Like, here's my struggle is I'm not an engineer. I don't know how any of this works. So you're having to teach me all of this.
No, I understand. I had to take a whole class in college on.
If we doubled my carrying capacity, that would also double my push-pull drag, which
Correct.
would go up to 1,020. So if we could maybe make something instead to where I could pull 2 at the same time going up there, making it easier to do that, I could just push them up there 2 at a time.
Sure, we could use the ropes or the ladders instead to like make a sled,
Mm-hmm.
and then tie the ropes to that.
Yeah, I had an idea for those of us we still have the Thrall Keeper's mark, yes?
The what?
The Thrall Keeper's mark.
Yes, you do. It's been
Okay.
1, 2.
I think we're close to the end.
It's been
Yeah, we're
4,
close to
it's
the
been
end, but I don't
4
think we're there
days. I
yet.
believe you have it for 7, so you have it for another 3 days, I think.
Sick. Okay. I was planning on just tying a rope around mine and summoning some fae to help me.
Mm-hmm.
I can summon up to 8 blink dogs, which have a strength of 12. So
Yeah.
with 8 creatures plus me with a strength of 16, I'm pretty sure I can get it up there in time.
Yep, you could. That
Yep.
wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'll empower Rhea so that she can do hers first, and then I'll do my conjure woodland beings.
Actually, if we empowered me and we did a thing so that I could take 2 at a time, I could use my fleetness materia to go a little bit faster.
It wouldn't really be necessary because with that carrying capacity, you're moving at normal speed. You're moving 30 foot around.
Okay.
So really, it would take you less than a minute to get them up there.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
I mean, if I will say this, Ross, if you designed a sled to make them slide easier, and if you guys empowered Rhea to do it, I would say she could drag those totems up there and not gain a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I mean, Rhea, you could do it, but my God, you'd be
Mhm.
wiped at the end. But with that,
That's fair,
I'd
though.
say you'd be fine.
Do we have?
I cast Enhance Ability on Rhea.
Yes.
Um,
Sorry, Ross.
Do we have any like fabric or cloth or? Robin, you have a whole bunch of cloaks. Can we use some of them to maybe pad the?
I
I have a
as part
blanket.
of my pack, I have a blanket. Yeah.
Robin has
You know-
a scarf around his neck.
Robin like hugs all of his cloaks in towards them and gives the Ross a look like, what? You want to drag them?
No, just to put on top, in between the ladder and the totem, because I don't want the totem to get scratched if it like bumps or something.
We have blankets, it's fine.
We have
That'll
blankets,
that you know.
we have
Um,
bedrolls.
I'll let you know, these totems look worn and scratched and scuffed. People have been dragging them up here for years. I don't think an extra scratch or 2 is going to be a big problem.
Well, it's more I'm afraid of like it hitting a rock.
Yeah,
and then,
no, I got you. I'm following now. I understand. Oh man! All right, so Ross, I'd say you'd only need to use 1 patch for a ladder.
Okay.
if you're going to do that, because one 24-foot ladder could be cut to make a sled for Rhea. That shouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
With your tools, that'd be easy. I'm not gonna make you roll a tinker check for it because it seems like very simplistic stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Muri's going to pull her own up. Rhea's going to pull 2 up. That leaves 2. She can do another trip. Or Amelia, Robin, what are your intentions? You gonna let Rhea pull yours up and help? I mean, you can help, obviously.
I'm thinking that Amelia will try and push hers as far as she can, so that Rhea doesn't have to go all the way back. But yeah, she'll try and push it at least a little bit. She's got little noodly arms.
Gotcha.
Robin's gonna start out with the complete intention to do it himself, but after he's like, "Hi, Rhea. Bye, Rhea. Hi, Rhea. Bye, Rhea." He's gonna like wait for her to come give him the look, so he can be like, "Yeah, help me out."
Don't hurt yourselves. I'll be right back.
Rhea just takes off like a dog that saw a squirrel, just dragging 2 pillars behind.
This is why she has Portly.
Yeah.
Wait, would Portly be able to help?
No.
Well, technically speaking, it is a summoned creature.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you could make an argument for it. What's Portly's strength?
Rhea could just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
I don't
but
think
it
Portly-
just makes it easier.
Portly's
in the
got a
end.
13.
Yeah.
He's not a strong boy.
All right. So Rhea,
Oh, wow.
Ross fashions.
Kitty's stronger than Portly?
Well, Kitty's made out of metal. I'm not surprised at all.
Portly's a giant
Which,
corgi.
which, by the way, it's gonna be really interesting if a storm pops up and Kitty's on this plateau.
I'll send her down.
So Rhea, Ross, you guys build a sled. Rhea, you pull up the first 2 pillars. Murray, yours is no problem with the Fae dogs. You'll need a rope
She
to tie
promises
around
them all a reward at the end. For their
Yeah,
service.
you'll need. Do you have a rope, Murray? I'm sure you can borrow one if you don't.
Yes, I have a rope.
Perfect. So you
I have
fashion like a
50.
harness on each of them, and they pull it up. Not a problem. Rhea, you pull your 2 up. Amelia, you are pulling it 5 feet at a time. So 5 feet
It's
around.
painful.
Which means, well, hang on. Let's see here. 5 feet around, 10 rounds a minute, so 50 feet a minute. You could do it. You could do it in an hour. That wouldn't be too hard. You'd be tired, not exhausted per se, but tired.
No, she's gonna accept help from Rhea. She'll get it
Gotcha.
as far as she needs to.
So
she'll let
so
Rhea take
it's
over.
Robin and Amelia are like neck and neck, dragging this up when Rhea comes back down with the sled.
She just
Just approximately 8 blink dogs underfoot as they have just completed their task and are probably just going nuts.
oh my god. Yeah, Amelia's probably just talking to Robin, just like, it's fine, we've got the. Oh, thank God, Rhea.
Oh my god.
All right, so you guys get your pillars to the top of the first part of the plateau. And once you get up there, you see that there are several concave spots, almost as if someone carved a perfect half sphere out of the ground. And the goal is you place the rounded bottom of the totem in one of these little half spheres so that it has some stability, but it will never stand up fully on its own. You could put it up, and if you balance it, you could like walk away for a minute, you know, like get 5-10 feet away, and it would take maybe a minute, but eventually it will fall. So anything more than say a minute or 2 away from it, and there's a good chance it will fall. You can hold it up any way that you need. You do not you don't need help to actually get it up. If you can pull and drag it even a little bit, you can get it up and hold it there. I will have you guys make a strength check every 6 hours. If that strength check is successful, then you're fine. If it's not successful, it starts to tilt, and you'll have to make a second strength check that's harder. If that fails as well, the pillar will fall and suffer a certain amount of damage. These do have hit points on them, so it's not like if it falls, it's immediately destroyed. If it falls and it's not destroyed, you can pick it back up and keep it in place. Aras, if you do that thing that you said with the ladders, now normally I would be having you guys make Constitution saves for exhaustion every 12 hours. The normal rules are 24 hours. However, since you would be constantly exerting yourself non-stop, it would be every 12 hours. With your apparatus, if it works correctly, and I'll have you do like a tinker roll on it, just one. If that works correctly, I'll have you guys roll for fatigue every 24 hours instead of every 12. Because the ladder will help you keep it up, you expending less strength to do so.
But it's not fully balancing it, so it's still within the rules.
Exactly. It is still within the rules. You are welcome to use magic. If you have a magic spell that can hold it up and it lasts for 10 minutes or an hour or whatever, then kudos to you. You can take a breather. But I don't think there's any spells that last as long as you would need. So you're welcome to help each other. In fact, teamwork is highly encouraged. But however you choose to keep it up is up to you. You have all made it to the top of the pillar, well within the hour. You have all chosen your spot for your pillars to go. Give me 1 second as I need to actually show them for you. I would like each of you, move your tokens over here, take a totem, place it somewhere on that first plateau, a place of your choosing. Each concave sphere is 10 feet apart. So the closest you can be to any other person is 10 feet.
Just a side note, only Aras actually picked what animal that was on the totem.
That is true. Everyone else, you want to pick it? I mean, you don't have to, but if you want, you can pick an animal that is on top of your totem.
No, please assign us our temporary persona.
No, I was gonna say.
Does Rhea get a corgi?
I was gonna say this is Rhea, and they probably have like wild dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they have corgis, but
Yeah.
they would have dogs. Aras, the pillar that you are in front of, you can now move. Weary, the pillar that you are in front of, you can now move. Rhea, if you move up a square, that pillar right there is going to be yours.
And where are we moving it to?
Anywhere you would like on that first plateau, as long as you are 10 feet apart.
Okay.
So 2 squares apart?
Correct. And Robin, yours is second from the right. Yep, that one. Nope, wrong place, Amelia.
Nope.
First plateau. That's tomorrow. You gotta drag it up there
great.
tomorrow and then hold it up there. Let's change this music. This is too melancholy. This is a moment of triumph and vigor.
And exhaustion.
And science.
And
Simple
science.
machines.
This is a triumph. Oh boy.
I don't know if the Colosseum's the right thing.
So 24 hours. So
Amelia will help you with the ladders and tinkering and such.
Okay.
Got you. So roll me a tinker check with advantage.
Oops. Damn it. There we go. There we go. Oh, crap.
With advantage.
Oh, come on.
How, you want my my inspiration?
Please, because I got like a 2 and a 3.
Just take it.
Appreciate it.
Can I give her bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I suppose you could, right? So roll again with advantage and add bardic inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You have no real problem setting this up for everyone. So everyone, I'm going to have you only roll your exhaustion check once every 24 hours.
And that's a con save?
It's a con save, correct.
Okay.
But we're not there yet. Everyone has their pillar, they erect it, they put it in place, and the sun rises over the plateau. And then you guys begin your wait. So, for the first 6 hours, what do you guys do? I mean, it's not what I'd call the most strenuous of activity. It's consuming of energy, of course, but you're just standing there, holding this pillar. Do you guys chat? Do you stay quiet?
Annika and Vincaster can just start playing cards off in the distance. Got any threes?
Yeah. Like, it turns out he's surprisingly good at card games because he's a soldier.
She's terrible because she can't hold anything.
Right. No, he's polite. He deals all the cards for her and doesn't look and holds them up for her.
Oh, such a gentleman.
Rhea, every now and then, just throwing a stick if she can find one for Portly.
Well, Portly would bring it to her.
Well, she has to find the first stick.
Yeah. Portly would find it.
Tell him to go find
He's got it. He's on the ball.
I mean, there might have been a rung left over from the ladder that we cut up.
Yeah. Just be careful that he doesn't knock one of your pillars over.
He's an unusually intelligent steed. He's got this. I will throw it away from people.
Just chuck it off the side of the plateau.
So, 6 hours pass. I would like you all to make a strength check for me. Athletics.
You sure it's not a strength save?
I'm sure.
Okay. That's fine. Oh.
Would I get help from Kitty?
No, you can't use Kitty in this exercise. She's not a summoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, would I be able to use Portly?
I'm gonna say no. If I'm not letting Kitty, I'm not gonna let Portly because they're a permanently summoned creature. They're not like summoned animals in the sense of what Murray used. Okay. So, Robin, Amelia.
Yeah.
The pillar starts tipping. Roll me another, this time a strength saving throw.
Hey, can we, if we have the means to, can we assist?
How?
Mary has create food and water. She can create water around the base of her pillar.
You wouldn't be there in time.
Water.
Like, it's starting to fall. They're making a saving throw to see whether or not they can save it. It's an instant thing.
Would
Jesus.
Amelia, you said we could be at the most within 10 feet of each other, right?
Correct.
Would Amelia just be there so she would get the bonus?
Yeah.
Do I have enough time to cast a spell? Just one.
Not when it comes to a saving throw, unless it's a reaction.
Oh, nope.
Is it a reaction?
It's a reaction. Robin? Do you got any inspirations or anything?
I'm very excited to roll my next 5 ones.
I understand. Amelia, with Ria's help, you're able to save it and right it. And get it back up there. Robin, unfortunately, not quite as much. And the pillar falls. Give me a second here. Hang on. What is the actual? It is. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Robin, your pillar. Come on, roll 20. Alright. Topples to the ground, but it's still intact. You are able to pick it back up and steady it again. So, another 6 hours pass. You guys are starting to feel the burn.
Squee,
Mm-hmm.
would that damage be, say, something I could mend?
Not without changing the appearance of the totem, and if they notice that you did that.
Okay.
Because in that theory, it could shatter and you could mend it.
Sure,
So
yeah.
absolutely
Okay.
you could, but
Nope.
would they notice?
I won't do that. I think.
All
Yep.
right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Another 6 hours pass. Starting to get into the noonday. The sun is hot. Not like the Cinderlands, but it's oppressive and uncomfortable. Except for maybe Robin. Robin, you kind of feel it, right? But it doesn't really affect you. You're like an Aes Sedai. I was thinking about this the other day. The heat's there, but it doesn't touch you. Six more hours pass. I need everyone to roll me an athletics check, please. By the way, you are welcome to use, like, well, guidance, you'd have to touch them, but like bardic inspiration and stuff.
Can I touch myself and give myself guidance?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Oh god.
It's the most common
I
use.
already rolled. I can't do the thing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Amelia, you're fine. Robin, you're fine. Rhea...
Oh, I was gonna drink a potion.
Hold that thought. Aras and Murray. There we go. Murray, you're fine. Aras.
Okay.
I'm gonna do guidance as well.
Okay.
So
You're fine. Rhea,
Okay.
roll me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh my god. It starts slipping, but you manage to get it right back up. It's been 12 hours now, and your muscles are starting to ache. As it's slow, it's not terribly hard, but it's taking a long time. Six more hours start to pass. You start getting into the late afternoon, into the evening, as the sun starts lowering the other side. How you guys doing? What are you doing? You guys talking? Is this a silent day?
This is
So
stupid.
what?
Amelia just over, like, face pressed against her fucking totem. This is stupid.
So my dad made my brother go crazy. I guess it,
This is the idle conversation.
Yeah, like everybody's head turns to look at you.
he tried. I guess the imp in my brain. That's probably that. I mean, we know he caused that. Robin, you heard him admitted the other day that I was just a vassal, and I'm assuming that's what made his name? I don't even know his name. My middle brother, the one I don't know, made him go crazy.
This is really stupid.
My brother or the child?
Robin's so done.
Rhea awkwardly reaches out and takes the stick from Portly and throws it again. Still watching across.
As evening approaches, the formless mist that follows some of you begins to take form. Aras, your father, appears near you. Amelia Rolth appears next to you. Robin, of course, Namara, and Paula from Murray. Paula looks at Murray. What are we doing?
Looks around at all of the pillars. Having a wonderful day.
Seems like it. So this is the trial? You just holding up pillars?
One half of it, I believe. I believe tomorrow we're going to be doing exactly this in a slightly different location.
What? Like Paula stares at you for a long time. And this is testing what exactly? Your threshold for
patience.
boredom?
Yes to both.
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, this is standing up pretty easily.
Says the paladin who's used to trading endurance.
Well,
Amelia stares at Rhea.
Robin.
the point of the training.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag you to Secrets for a second.
Oh, wee.
Hi, Wings.
I'm sure this is
I
fine.
knew Robin was gonna hate this one.
So dumb.
Namara would lean in very close to Robin and speak only to him. So, if I understand this correctly, succeeding this is important in defeating Lolth, right?
If we do this, they'll tell us what we want to know and we can defeat Rolf.
Which
He's
means
has his head pressed into the rock.
Rolth over there has every incentive to make Amelia fail. Can you get me close to him if necessary?
He glances over. I could probably step away for a few seconds and run back if I had to.
That would be enough. I'd rather not use this now and show my hand, but if it's the difference of succeeding or failing, well, just get me close. I haven't been idle.
He nods and stabilizes the rock and glances over his shoulder like, what the hell's going on? Doesn't say anything.
Alright, I'm putting you back up.
Constitution save? I'm not not worried, but
Hi.
hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Secret.
So Rolf just floats over to you and drapes his arms around you, Amelia. Having fun.
I was.
I see. It's a very heavy pillar. What happens if it falls?
Say a goddamn thing.
He starts looking at it. A very interesting trial. A trial that if you pass, you'll learn information. Information I'd rather you not have. And he begins tightening his grip on you, Amelia.
Can she feel it?
No,
Mm-hmm.
not yet, but you felt it before.
Mm. Oh, Annika's shooting eyes over at Robin.
Robin moves.
So, Robin steps away from his pillar. And for the moment, as Robin, you were balancing it, it's stable. A little wobbly, but you step away. Namara, in full sight of everyone, walks over to Rolth. Still only about 3 to 5 feet away from Robin. Floats up and grips his forehead with her hand. And Rolth goes, "What are you doing, you little..." And smoke starts pouring from his eyes and his ears.
Shit.
And it looks as if Rolth is shriveling up. And with a pop, he dissipates. Completely.
Dashes back to Boulder and grabs onto it.
And Namara, like, is pulled back with Robin. Namara, handling the getting pulled back with as much grace as she can, looks to Amelia. That little trick should spare you from him for a day. I have, shall I say, temporarily disconnected him from his base, his anchor, which is you. He'll be back, I'm afraid, but not for today. Or maybe even tomorrow, I think.
It's like, have I told you how dangerous and absolutely cool you are? And then replants his head into the pillar.
Oh my god, Amelia just like, after like staring at her like open mouth, just completely in awe, she says, "Namara, thank you."
You're welcome, dear. After all, you succeeding helps me succeed. Though I'm afraid, Robin, that has expended me quite greatly. I don't think I'll be hanging around very long today.
He will nod and pull her up to his shoulder and just kind of pat at her. Be glad that she exists.
Keep in mind, Amelia, this is not a permanent disconnection. We would still have to find Eli for that.
She nods. I know, but any day without dealing with him. She just trails off.
Namara just kicks her feet from Robin's shoulder and looks up at the totem. Robin, what did you choose for your totem?
He would have gone after a fox of some sort.
Gotcha. She'll look at it. Say nothing else.
You hear Ross call out from the other side of the plateau. Thank you, Namara.
Her eyes
Thanks.
narrow. Robin, you know her. Is she purposely mispronouncing my name?
No, she's just has a lot of thoughts in her head. She can't quite keep all of them straight. One of those crazy thinking alchemist types.
Yes, I suppose that is a problem for the, well, less adept.
Robin presses his mouth closed.
Murray, I'm taking you to the secret room for a second.
Oh, okay.
Woo!
Hi.
Hi, what's up? What can I do
Paula
for?
leans in very close to you for your ears only. I know she's on our side and helping us, but you saw what just happened.
I did indeed.
They are
Is
not
this
supposed.
magic you're familiar with?
No, it's dark, necrotic. But we are supposed to not be able to affect anything. I can't go over there and affect one of them. The fact that she can worries me greatly.
You think she is transitioning back into the material world?
I don't think so. No, there are limits that I don't think even she can cross. But she must be incredibly powerful or know far more than either of us ever could. Just be careful. She's dangerous.
Yes, this I understand. In this, I must trust in Robin.
Paula nods. He seems like a nice enough sort.
You know, I didn't think so at first. But things change.
Really? I don't know, I tend to go for scars.
She snorts.
I'm gonna pull you back up. Robin, for whatever reason, Paula looks over you and waves.
Hands busy. Hi. Glances at Miri.
Gives her like the head nod.
Mary shakes her head and whispers something to Paula. She'll DM you, squeak.
Okay.
Stop flirting about you.
So, a third set of 6 hours pass to be 18. It's deep into the night now. I'd like everyone to roll me an athletics check, please.
Yeah, Ria, what the fuck?
Oh, no. Really?
Noodly arms.
And Miri, your athletics check, please.
Working on it.
Sure.
With guidance for me. Boop, boop, boop.
Gotcha. Paula gives you a thumbs up. Rhea and Amelia, strength saving throws, please.
Yay!
You're both able to right your pillars. They wobble, and there's a moment there, but you dig your heels in and you get it back up.
You know what I think it is? Like, every time she starts, like, trailing off, like, her brain just goes to static and starts slipping, and then she's like, ah! Adrenaline rush and grabs it.
Alright. It's currently right around midnight. You've been holding these pillars up for 18 hours. You've had no food. I'm guessing where you have create water, you would have given people water to drink at some point in the day, so we won't...
I mean, we have
Yeah.
water skins and rations.
Yeah, so we won't go too deep into that. Suffice to say, you guys are... Your essential needs are handled.
Kitty can, if we need, Kitty can collect water skins, so if they need to be refilled, or she can pass around hors d'oeuvres.
Mm-hmm.
Our own little mechanical butler.
Little hand coming out.
Give her a little bow tie and a hors d'oeuvre tray.
Varric going around spritzing everyone with a spray bottle and water.
Robin's like, don't you dare.
Don't fucking touch me.
Like he has it up to do it. She's just like, just trying to help. Walks away. And the last 6 hours of the night pass as the sun starts to rise over the horizon on the second day. I need everyone to roll me one more athletics check, please.
Oh boy.
There we fucking
Again
go.
with guidance for me.
And for me as well.
So Murray and Ross, you're gonna need to roll your guidance. So that's
Do I get a bonus for being near Rhea?
No, not
Not
for
for
saves.
That's for saves.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're fine. Both of you rolled exactly what you needed. Robin?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I need a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Again?
Robin!
This is your strength out of me.
Oh my
Honey.
god. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, this is that first one. I don't know why it rolled twice. It falls to the floor. There's like a thud. Robin, it looks okay. It hasn't shattered.
Grumbles and picks it back up carefully.
I should mention as well, through the night, you guys had no trouble seeing as the pillars glowed a faint golden light like minor mini suns.
So, Robin, do you need some extra help?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Press his face into the stone even harder.
So, as the sun rises over the first horizon, you all now have to get your pillars to the second level within an hour.
Second verse, same as the first.
I will cast Enhance Ability this time on Rhea.
Yes, as you guys have not had a long rest. So again, we won't worry about this too much as Rhea can. I mean, this isn't even anywhere near as difficult as the first day because you're only getting to the second place. I'd like you all to choose your new locations on the second level of the plateau, and once you do that, I need you all to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
As it has been 24 hours.
You're gonna want to scooch that over.
Where you probably want to flip the side that your
Pillars
totem
on,
and you.
Or you just stand next to it.
That works too. That works. Yep. That all works. Everyone roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
For exhaustion?
Yes.
Robin, one less level of exhaustion.
Really?
Because he's undead.
Yeah, nice. So roll it still, because you're going to have to roll 2 eventually, right? Okay, you're fine.
Mary gets a 10 total.
Yeah. No, she doesn't. She's not within 10 feet of you.
Well, that was the point of getting Rhea up into the center, was to have everyone sort of move themselves up. That's
And
why
I
I was
did-
telling Mary to move.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I'll let it slide.
I mean, even if that, I have greater restoration. I'm okay.
Yeah. So all of you are all right. You're sticking through it, actually. That ladder is helping immensely.
Thank you, Ross.
Yep. You're welcome. What ladder? I don't know what ladder you're talking about.
That
That's-
said, while you are not mechanically exhausted, you are all very tired and bored. And as the second day starts and you tiredly move your pillars up, Rhea, it was actually harder dragging them this day than it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know you have 24 hours to go.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody starts to feel too hot or overheated, I still have 4 materia of cooling for those that can use it in their armor. If that helps, because I know it gets really hot here. And
I'd say it would help. Sure. It's like a couple of minutes of a cool blast.
Amelia cannot.
So, as the day kind of progresses and, I mean, shit starts getting hot, Miri will again use her create food and water, but she will offer, as she has studied cuisine kind of all over the world, she will offer to create food for you that you might never have had before. You choose a part of the world, and she will create food from there and tell you all about it. How it's made, where it's from, who taught her to make it, stuff like that.
Can I request something cold, please?
Wary laughs. Of course, dear. I have lived in multiple deserts. Creates, kind of like, Mediterranean Greek food with cool cucumbers and, hard sharp cheese. Cool stuff.
Unfortunately, as cool as it looks, it all tastes very bland.
I think we agreed that Mary, being a chef from her background, can spice it up a little bit.
No, we did not agree on that because the spell itself specifically states that it is bland food.
Oh.
Yeah, and that would probably require a kitchen, which we do not have.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what we agreed upon is you could summon it, and then you could cook it or something. But just summon itself, I mean, it's nourishing, right? And you can make it look different ways, but it all tastes bland.
Prestidigitate it.
I mean,
it goes from me to Robin to everybody else.
Kitty can help, if you have the spices on you, she can, be your hands while your hands are occupied.
She does have cook's tools. She always carries them with her.
Sure. I mean, I don't mind. You guys have nothing but time.
Yeah, I mean, as much help as we need to make it work.
Well, there's also Van Casterkin, technically. I don't know how much of a connoisseur he is.
He can follow instructions, though.
Can he?
Between him and Kitty, I think we could make something edible.
He will if he wants to live.
Yeah. He'll do what he can. So 6 hours pass, and it becomes noon. I need athletic saving throws. You got 4 more to go, guys.
Oh, we need
Athletic
to do
checks.
a new roll for the...
Robin. Yes, someone roll me a d4, please. Oh, nice, thank you.
That's Ria's job at this point, I think.
I'm using guidance.
Same.
All right. Amelia and Ria, I need strength saving throws, please.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, everything's fine. Yep,
Yeah.
same thing.
Same thing. Your mind spaced, but you're like, mm-hmm.
That adrenaline rush just kicks in and she's, oh, no, you're mine.
So, noon arrives. This day is a little bit hotter than the last, but it's still bearable. Luckily, no thunderclouds in sight.
Woohoo!
Yay.
I didn't have
We
to
roll
Kitty
for
up.
that.
Knock on wood.
be a lightning rod somewhere.
As around noon, your haunts return, with one exception, Amelia. Your formless void returns, but it does not manifest.
Yay! Oh.
Nimara looks up at Robin. Are you still at this?
This is so stupid. He says, and
Well,
rolls aside.
what do you have to do to win? Just do whatever you need to do to finish it.
Have to hold it for like another day. I've lost track, really.
But that's stupid. What is that testing?
Everything.
Their muscles, I guess.
Stamina.
Bored you can get.
Strength and perseverance.
She rolls her eyes. Around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, you are visited by an unexpected guest.
Oh.
Is it Alcrum?
Krojan eats what he kills, makes his way up, and stands near Annika and Varric for a while, watches. Without a word, just silently watching. Arms crossed.
Robin, go ahead and waves a hand that goes back to holding the stone.
I am impressed, he says, looking at you, Robin. You do not seem as though one that could hold it for this long. And despite
I haven't done that well, actually.
But I mean, and despite all that, his tone is serious, and he's nodding, and he goes, "Well, then you are lucky to have Nal Hares by your side." And with that, he nods one more time to himself and walks back down. I mean, he got shit to do. He ain't spending all day here. What? I don't even know what I just... Okay. Oh, all right. What is...
Oh,
okay.
God. Suddenly gets really short.
Krojan's just showing off now. Yeah, no, insight for both of you. He seems just honestly impressed.
Well, have a good afternoon. Then, bye.
He just holds up a hand as he walks away.
Annika just mutters to Van Casterkin, "What a fucking weirdo."
Well, I mean, we don't really know their ways, and I'm sure that's... Yeah. Like, he's trying to, like...
She's just raising a brow.
Exactly.
Just like, really?
Right. Like, he's trying at first, and then just like, yeah. And the 6 o'clock hour into the evening hits. Of course, Nimara, Paula, and your father, Ross, all disappear. Roll me another athletics check, everyone.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
Hey, Robin. Machiko comes down and sits on your shoulder, and through him where he casts guidance.
Oh.
Robin, it's not gonna help.
I figured it wouldn't.
If you'd gotten one higher, it might have helped. Alright, so Rhea, Robin, and Ross, and Amelia, I need you all to make strength saving throws.
Guidance lasts for a minute, I think. Oh, no,
Guidance doesn't work
and
on saving
ability check.
throws.
Mm-mm.
But Rhea's pluses do.
9 plus 4 is 13.
Amelia and Aras, your pillars topple. You are unable to stop them from hitting the ground.
Oh, damn it.
Robin,
Oops.
you're just able to keep yours up.
Amelia snaps out of it a little too late. Shit!
All right, Amelia. Okay, your pillar's fine. It does thud. Ross. You okay? You're all right. Your pillars are fine. Maybe no one saw. Pick them back up real quick.
Crap. Oops.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
It is.
It's just a little chip.
It is exhausting. You've been at this for 38 hours now. No, 36 hours, something like that. For 36 hours, you have been holding these pillars. No rest, no sleep. You haven't even sat down for more than maybe a minute. Everyone is just exhausted. You're fine. You're able to maintain it. Your strength of will is carrying you through, but my God. And you've got 12 hours to go.
Amelia's started reciting all of the plant names in alphabetical order that she can remember. Just trying desperately to grasp for anything that keeps her mind on target.
Rhea would try to shift herself to sort of be pushing back against the pillar, so that it's leaning against her back, and try to play something a little upbeat to keep everyone awake.
I need everyone to roll me perception checks, please.
Oh God.
Muri and Amelia, you start to notice something on the plateau and the fields below you, like a shifting in the sand. And then, the strangest sight. A dorsal fin breaks through the sand and then disappears again. And then another. And then another. It looks like they're circling the plateau.
Oh, motherfucking sand sharks, really?
They're not sand sharks. Get out of here. They're real creatures with names.
Can Amelia try a nature check to see if she recognizes what the fuck that is?
Yes.
Please, by
Take
all means,
advantage.
both of
Mary
you.
will help you.
Oh, God. 16.
Hang on a second.
What?
Yeah, you have an idea. There's only one thing they really could be. Bullets.
Fuck.
Bullets are massive predators that tend to terrorize any land that it inhabits. Also called a land shark. In quotation marks. It lives only to feed. It is insatiable and rapacious. They fear no other creature, and they attack with no guard for superior numbers or strength. They are very dangerous. They have the ability to travel underground, even through rock, and they are large. And with that roll, Mary, you count at least 6 of them.
Oh, fuck.
I would like for you all to roll initiative. Hang on. You have... Hang on. Okay. You have some rounds to prepare as you have noticed them as they are approaching and circling.
So... I can cast, say, levitate, and that could help keep somebody's totem up, because, I can just make it, a tiny, tiny bit off the ground. And then, say, Rhea, if I were to do yours, then Amelia could shift, and then she could kind of make it look like she was supporting both of them.
I don't
No,
know how I
because
feel
there's-
about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's 10 feet between each of the
Yeah.
totems. There's no way she could reach between them.
It would be
Um,
levitating. I'm just saying from like a perspective from the outside.
That would require her to have a 10-foot wingspan, which
Okay.
she doesn't have.
To let you guys know, mechanically speaking, you can fight while holding one hand on the pillar to help steady it. Doing so will make you fight at disadvantage.
Does Moiri have enough time to cast 2 spells in preparation?
You have a certain amount of time. You're just gonna have to see and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
As group damage dealer extraordinaire, suddenly around the base of your pillar, as I believe this has a 30-foot reach, water suddenly appears out of nowhere and begins to pool. And just let me know if I have another round to prepare.
Sure, but I am curious as to your intent, so I know what you're trying to do.
Create food and water,
Mm-hmm.
control water.
Control water to hold a 500-pound pillar? I'm sorry, that would not work.
I mean,
You
it's better than nothing.
not really. Like, I'm sorry, I don't see water, a cantrip, being able to hold up a 500-pound pillar.
No, that's a 4th level spell.
Control water?
Control water is 4th
No,
level.
shape water is what you're thinking.
Shape
of.
water.
Yeah.
Control water is a cantrip.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
shape
No,
water
I'm
is
thinking the other way around.
cantrip.
Sorry.
No, shape.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
water.
Control water is the 4th level spell.
Okay, well that's different. Part water, redirect flow, whirlpool. Give me a second here.
So my plan was to use redirect flow to essentially, almost encapsulate the base of it to just keep it steady.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with it. It's a 4th level spell. It certainly seems like something that would be within its power to do.
Because she can make up to, 30
What?
pounds of, or 30 gallons of water.
What the hell did I type? I'm trying to type purple, but I came out with Oroki? How does
10 out of
that?
10.
How does that even? Like, obviously it's a
have
mistype,
no
but I'm not
answers.
even sure. Whatever.
Hey, Squee.
Yes.
So, when I do rope trick, it has a length of rope that rises up into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground, and then people are able to like climb it. Can I actually tie the bottom of the rope to the pillar and then use rope trip to just hold it up?
You can, but that would disqualify you if someone saw you do it.
Okay.
Because remember, you can't do anything that would hold it up on its own.
Okay.
But I mean, no one's saying you can't. It's possible
don't
they're
get
not
caught.
looking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a lot of colors. I'm not a fan.
Give me a second here.
Where you didn't click on your token.
Oh, oops, I'm sorry. I thought I had my token selected.
And Robin didn't roll.
Fool.
Here, I've selected myself. Let me roll again. Out of 15.
Is it showing the initiatives?
Not on the turn order.
But it is showing them, right? They're not DM.
Yeah.
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 4. Okay. Oops, nope, that's the wrong one. So, Weary, yes, I will say control water can absolutely do what you're thinking.
Alright, Robin, you have 2 hands free.
So, Robin, you don't have to worry about steadying the pillar. However, You know what? I'll even say with a spell like that, it will stabilize it enough that if one of the things hit it, it would have less of a chance of actually falling over.
Okay.
Because just you stabilizing it with your hand isn't going to prevent them from getting knocked over, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's still a chance of that. But with the control water, I'm going to make that much reduced. All right. Who else? You guys still have some time?
I would like to go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So, 15-foot radius around me.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction are they coming from?
They are circling you.
That's fun.
Like sharks.
Like sharks.
Robin coats his dagger in poison.
Yeah, if I have a little bit more time, I will set a Guardian of Faith down right
Oops,
here
that's not what I want.
Okay.
to protect Amelia.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
I would occupy a 10 by 10 square.
What about Van Casterkin?
Van Casterkin is preparing. I haven't rolled his initiative yet, but he's readying himself. Because this does not seem to be part of the trial.
No. How do you decide which creatures are summoned with the Conjure Woodland being?
It depends on the DM. I tend to let you choose as long as it's not for sneaky reasons. I.e., summon a bunch of pixies to transmorph everyone into T-Rexes.
No, I want something to attack the land sharks for us.
Yeah. I'd let you choose what you want.
Transmorph all the land sharks into bunnies.
Bunnies.
So
Killer
that's where
bunnies.
the
Tis the rabbits.
Okay, you know what? This will work. Where's the spirit thing? Right by Amelia, that purple square. And what does the spirit do again? It just damages whoever comes with close to it, right?
Yeah, here, I'll throw it in chat.
So you can get rid of the purple square. Yeah, okay, perfect. Nice. Anything else?
I want to conjure wooden beings, but I don't know even. I'm trying to find like a table of beings and stuff. So
Well, the best way to do it is to go
The highest
to...
CR is going to be a tag that you can
Right.
summon.
So first things first. Do you want one powerful to less powerful? Like, because it tells you, right? You can summon so many of this CR, so many of that CR.
yeah, I'd like maybe 2 of the CR1.
Okay. So our best bet is to go to the compendium, and I'll make a filter. I'll let you know what your options are.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine. You don't do this often, so. So monsters, filter results. We need... What type are they? Fae?
Faye, yes.
Mhm.
We need Fae. We need CR1. Apply filters. You have 2 options. You have Dryads or a Quickling. 2 Quicklings, I mean. So, real quick. Quickling, decent AC, very low hit points. Blurred movement attack rolls against the Quickling have disadvantage unless the Quickling is incapacitated or restrained. Evasion, the Quickling is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw. Basically, it just has evasion. It can make 3 dagger attacks. It's got a decent chance to hit, but low damage. So it's like a +8 to hit, but it's only like 1d4 +6. but it can make 3 attacks. Or you have a Dryad, which decent AC if it casts Barkskin. It has innate spellcasting. It can cast Entangle, Goodberry, Barkskin, Pass Without a Trace, and Shillelagh.
Yeah, I think Dryad.
Dryads? So you want 2 Dryads?
Yep.
Alright. Boop.
Oh boy, they're gonna love being in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
They come out as like cactus dryads. Tumbleweed dryads.
Yes. I am going to give these to control by you.
Okay.
They each have 22 hit points.
Okay.
How far away are the bullets at the moment?
They are closing in on you, so probably next round.
Okay.
Cool.
Have we seen any other large predators this close to the actual Shawanti settlement?
And real quick, Sib, I would just go to the compendium and type in Dryad so you can pull up its character sheet.
Okay. And as soon as I would do that, I would start trying to shoot while they're far away.
Well, they're underground. You're not going to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do much to them until they get out of ground. It's what makes land sharks dangerous. You cast a spell, you can designate a number of creatures you can see that are unaffected. Yeah, correct, Rhea. I understand. So all of the allies are unaffected.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea,
Yeah.
what do your spirit guardians look like?
Oh God.
Gerbils.
I don't fucking know. Celestial hamsters.
Chipmunks.
It's a litter of corgis. Small, glowing, celestial corgis.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Squee, these are the kind of big predators that are very close to a Shawanti settlement, yes?
Yes.
Do you
Well,
think they
they're
would like to know
20.
about
They're
this?
within 20 minutes of the Shawanti settlement, so
Oh,
not
okay.
not
Yeah,
the
they're not gonna give a
closest.
shit, really.
Nah. Like they can see the plateau, but it's not close enough that you would consider that to be a massive danger to them.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Okay. All right. So, with that, we're going to start the turn orders. However, hang on a second. This my dog is growling at my cat. Just want to make sure they don't kill each other. Okay, they're fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They burst up out of the ground. And first up, Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Can I just say they look like those stupid, grabby face dinosaur things where you pull the handle and the mouth flaps.
Oh my god, yeah, you can pick up trash and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what they make me think of. Secondly, my first action.
And keep in mind, none of them are within melee range at the moment. They're all still kind of below or away from you.
Hey, Squee.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, we can't see the colors of the ones on the far right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
And the upper two on the right both need to make dex saves as the Guardian of Fate.
No,
has
they're
a
not. They're not
disadvantage.
up there yet. They will. They will when they get there.
Okay.
Yeah, so Amelia is going to hold her action to cast Banishment on this guy as soon as he's within range, so within 60 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. So you hold your action.
Yep.
Perfect. Red. Red burrows up through the ground and rushes towards you, Muri. It needs to do a what dex save? No, not that one. Rhea, what's yours do again?
Give me a second.
Let's see. Creature enters the area for the first time. Must make a wisdom save. Oh,
I'm sure they're so good at those.
Oh boy, are they? They're just the best. Do your damage. Okay,
So
17.
take 17 radiant.
Okay. Nice. All right. So that's just as it approaches. Weary, it burrows up out of the ground and rushes towards you to attack. Hang on. Okay. This thing jumps up out of the ground onto you with a deadly leap. I need you to make a strength saving throw or a dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
You have the plus from Rhea.
You do have the
How
plus
much is
from
that?
Rhea. So, not enough.
Yeah.
You are knocked prone and take... I can get this out of the way.
Oh, that's right. Varric didn't roll his initiative.
Oh, thank you. I will roll that in just a moment. 6 plus 4. You take 10 bludgeoning damage plus... Jesus. Plus... 7 slashing damage. So... Sorry, not 7. 11 slashing damage. So 10... So 21 total. 10 bludgeoning, 11 slashing. And... Yep. That's its turn. And I need you to... What is this? Murray, I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
And the higher, the better. Okay. You are knocked prone, but for the moment, your totem is still up.
Christ. All right. Wonderful.
And then Varric, buddy. Actually, I'm going to have Varric at the moment engaging this one down here, and I'm just going to leave these both out of it for now.
Okay.
Just to keep things simple for me. He and Annika is, I'm assuming, going to help you, Amelia, but if you choose. Basically, I'm going to just I'm going to have these two nullify each other to keep things simple for me. As Varric handles one of them. Speaking of, that's purple, so we're going to take him off the turn order for now. Murray, it's your turn.
Wonderful. What are you? Oh, wonderful. Spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Keep in mind you're prone as well.
It's my action to get up, right?
No, it's half your movement.
Half my movement. Okay. Mary will get up and steady her totem again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's half of my movement. Weary casts Sacred Flame. I need it to make a Dex save.
Oh, good.
DC 17.
No.
So it takes... Oops, no, not you. Where are you? Takes 13 radiant damage, and then as her bonus action, she will summon her spiritual weapon, which, thank God, is not a concentration spell.
Correct.
Um,
Oh, that reminds me. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. As the control water, or control water is a concentration spell. Oof.
I did my best. Sorry.
Robin, the spell dissipates. All right. Yes, bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. Where, honey?
That is a miss. Let me get you your scimitar real quick.
Thank you.
Just looking for the sword, mate, not the whole person attached to it. There we go. The giant sword. We'll put that right here.
Okay, that's fine. Wonderful. Sorry,
perfect.
Robin.
All right. Okay. Robin, you see the water just splash down.
Yeah,
As Mary is pounced to the ground.
he will keep his hand on it and spin around. And I think Amelia has the right idea. He's gonna throw his hand up and cast a banishment.
Gotcha.
If it doesn't work, then he'll stab it.
While it's on the ground, since you're like on the edge, I'll say he's in view, so you can go ahead and cast it. Like Amelia, you're waiting for a hit to come over the edge. Robin, you can see over the edge.
She wants it to hit this so that it'll take damage and then she'll cast it.
Gotcha. So Robin, you can go ahead and cast banishment on it. What does it need to roll?
Okay. Blah blah blah. You attempt to creature. Charisma saving throw.
Okay. They have a charisma of 5.
Banished for 1 minute, but I have to keep concentration.
Gotcha. Blip. Wait. Let me try that again. Blip.
And he'll move to this side and keep a hand on his pillar.
Gotcha. Merry-go-rounding it. All right. Anything else, Robin?
That's it.
Okay. Which one are you? You're okay. Just making sure. Rhea, your turn.
Oh boy. So Amelia's got that one. So this orange one, as soon as it's gone through, because it's still down off the side of the edge, right?
Yes.
So as soon as it's past this line, I will also cast banishment on it.
Okay. All right. Understood. So green guy jumps in here, has to make 2 dexterity saving throws, right? One for Rhea's.
A dex and a wisdom.
Oh, dex
Yeah,
and wisdom.
dex and wisdom
Dex,
save.
no. Wisdom, no.
So it takes 20 points from the Guardian, and however.
And it takes 21 from the Spirit Guardian.
Yay!
Alright,
And
so
now I get to make a
41 damage.
charisma save.
Hang on a second. Yeah.
So many saves.
Okay, so.
Fuck that guy in particular.
Flip.
Bye-bye.
They're coming back.
But for right
we've
now,
had
let's...
time.
Yep, but for
Yeah.
right now, they're not. Ross, your turn. You can see over the edge on that one.
Okay. I will first instruct the dryads to try and use their Fey charm to charm the bullets. It can target, for the Fey charm, a dryad can target one humanoid or beast that she can see within 30 feet. If the target can see the dryad, it must succeed on a Wisdom 14 saving throw or be magically charmed.
And does it say anything about what happens when it's charmed?
The charmed creature regards the dryad as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. Although the target isn't under the dryad's control, it takes the dryad's requests or actions in the most favorable way it can. Each time the dryad or its allies do something harmful to the target, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect. Otherwise, the effect lasts 24 hours or until the dryad dies, is on another plane of existence, or ends the effect as a bonus action.
So this land shark suddenly regards that dryad as its closest friend, and stops the attack it was about to do. All right. And what about you, Ross?
Well, I would have both dryads do 2 different ones.
Okay.
Because I have 2 dryads.
So yellow and who?
Orange.
Okay.
And so...
Oh my god.
Here's my question. With the Fey Charm, they are going to trust the dryad as a trusted friend to be heated and protected.
Correct.
If, say, one of the non-charmed bullets were to attack the dryad...
The others would probably go to try and protect, yes.
Okay, so the bullets will come up here and try to... I mean, not the bullets. The dryads will come up here. So orange is charmed, and which is the other one? This one, right?
Yellow and orange, yep.
Okay, so I will have both dryads try to get in
All
red.
Right. I'm just going to take over for a second here, because here's what's going to happen. You sons of bitches. The red bullet is going to be causing the dryads to be in danger. Their new friends, orange and yellow, are not going to like that. They're going to start fighting red, and they basically shuffle off into the ground. The red's not going to be able to beat the other two as it's already damaged, and it's 2-on-1, and it eventually ends up running away for its life. The other two, I'd say one goes after it, and one stays. No, actually, it wouldn't do that if the dryad didn't ask it to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're still here. Varric and Annika are going to go drive theirs off because, again, I was just having them nullify for my own sanity. Rhea?
Uh-huh.
Do you still want to banish one of them?
I mean, would I have been aware that they're now on our side?
Yes, because they probably wouldn't have come up immediately, not until the other dryads were in trouble, and they would have immediately attacked the other one.
Okay, so,
And you also would have heard me tell the dryads to charm them.
okay. So I will hold off on using banishment until it seems like a charm has worn off or one of the other ones comes back.
So... Excuse me, pardon me. So for the next minute, things get quiet. So a funny thing to note is the dryads, Aras, I assume you're going to have them... What are you going to do with the dryads and the charmed ones?
Prevent them from hurting us or the pillars. If that means driving them off, that would be the best.
So, here's what happens. A minute later, and I'm just going to go back to the top of the turn order. A minute later, blue appears. Green appears and needs to make a wisdom and a dex because it's for the first time it's appearing in this area. Which is no and no. So please do damage again. It's 20 for the Spirit Guardian and what, 7?
7.
So it takes another 27 points of damage. Okay. And we're back at the top of the turn order. Hang on. Amelia.
How fucked up does Green look right now?
I mean, more than half.
Cool. Could I get a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, please?
Sure.
Cool.
3.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm yawning so much. I don't know why. I'm not even that tired.
So that would be 81 points of damage.
Oh, get fucked.
That was the thought, yes.
That's insane.
Hang on.
What
and
level
move it over
spell
here.
is that?
Level 6, it's
Yeah,
disintegrate, and if
very
that
high
kills it
spell.
outright, then its entire body just turns to dust.
Yep. Blip.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, more
Floats away in the
sand.
wind. Yeah, I know, right? We finally learned how the Cinderlands got its name. Anything else, Amelia?
Nope, she's
Okay.
good.
Red is gone. Weary.
Mary will just recast control water. The water's still there on the base of Robin's pillar.
Sure,
So I mean,
of course.
Robin, go nuts.
All right, Robin. You're free.
Yeah. So having his hands back, am I able to reach these yet?
Yes, so I would say that orange and yellow you can, but they're charmed, and you'd know by now. Blue is right where you plopped it out. It's still at the base, but that's only 40 feet below you.
Yeah, he'd have to jump down there. He's gonna move over here to wait for, I guess, as close as he can get there, to wait for it to come up, and then he's gonna attack it. He's gonna hold action to stab with the poison dagger.
Gotcha. A hold action. Understood. Rhea, your turn.
Real quick, I keep forgetting because I'm a fool, but Annika would go aid Robin.
Gotcha. All right. Rhea.
Still holding concentration on the spirit guardians in case anything happens,
Mhm.
and she's just gonna keep holding for banishment in case the charm drops on one of these things or if this one comes within range.
Gotcha.
After
Understood.
passing the line.
Also, Sib, check for me. How long does your woodland animals
Conjure
last?
woodling beings last up to 1 hour.
Gotcha. So you plenty of time. All right. Green is disintegrated. Aras, your turn.
Well, I would have the dryads order the bullets to attack the. Well, they would come in so that they're like near and
Gotcha.
menacing to get them to attack, I guess.
Sure. Gotcha. Understood. What about you directly?
I
You can't see it yet, technically.
can't see. Oh, the blue one.
Right. Because it's at the base of the. It hasn't even gotten up to you guys yet.
I will, casually suggest to the. I have my, thunder cannon ready in case I need to shoot one of them or something, and Kitty will kind of walk over in case, she needs to attack one of them. And then I'll tell the dryads, like, hey, when you're done, maybe you want to make your new friends, like, go far, far away from here.
Alright. Blue, who is fearless in the face of adversity, comes up to get the nice drow meal. Robin, I believe you had a readied action.
Yes. He's going to use this dagger.
With advantage because of Annika.
Okay. 23.
That's definitely a hit. Also, Rhea, please do your damage because, of course, it fails. Oh my god. So, 40. 40
Plus
points of damage, plus 13, so 53. Okay.
Plus, it needs to make a con save, right?
For...
So it rolled everything sneak and dagger of venom all in one, it looks like.
Yep.
So con saving throw.
Gotcha. 15.
15's the number.
So then I return the 5 and the 9?
Yes, so minus 14 and 32.
Gotcha. So... okay. Oh, at least the math was easy. Alright. And then... Robin... It doesn't like you.
But also, Squee, Rio was holding an action.
It's true. Ria was holding an action. Are you banishing it?
Yeah.
Well. Bloop. How long does your spirit guardians last?
Oh, fuck, hold on.
I think it's like a minute.
10
right?
minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, good. All right.
Oh my god.
We wait another minute.
Annika's just like on Robin's shoulder, like elbow leaning, like finally something entertaining.
Everyone can have a readied action because you know exactly when it's coming back and exactly where it's coming. So,
Can I position the bullet like so it would be on the other side somewhere?
No, you don't have that kind of control over them. They're just charmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miriam will move her. I don't have control over my knife, so Miriam will move it over so that she can strike it.
Sure. All right. So everyone has your readied actions. A minute later, it returns. Hang on, I gotta go to the GM layer. It returns. It fails its dexterity save. No, it succeeds its dexterity saving throw. Ha! It's fine now. Please, guys, murder it.
So do we just want to go down the line?
Yeah.
Like,
Squee, dex for what?
For its spirit guardian thing.
That's wisdom.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah,
it's
Dex
exactly
is for
the
mine
same.
and it's not in range.
It's exactly the same. So either way, it succeeds. This one's different, boys and girls. This one's different. Robin, do your damage. That's more than enough to hit. It's nice. Everyone else, you have saved actions. Please do your thing. That's a miss. That's a miss.
oh, poor baby.
Do I really
Why
want
do I even
to?
come in this fucking thing?
Could it do a con save at disadvantage, please?
Yes, it can. Disadvantage.
Do it, Amelia.
11.
Yeah, 24 necrotic damage.
Okay. It's not looking so good, but it's still up. Oh, god damn it. Oh, all right, hang on. Gotta deal one card to Aras.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Please show us what is going to happen to this fell
Would
creature.
this be piercing damage?
It'd be piercing damage, yes.
Yeah.
Ross, pull it onto the map.
Yeah, I'm trying. I
Click
can't.
and drag.
Here, maybe I can
Can
do
you
it
not?
for you. Yeah, I can do it for you.
Okay, because I couldn't.
No, here, I'll steal the card, and then I'll
There.
be able to do it.
Thank you. With a sharp stick, quadruple damage, and the target must take a DC 16 dexterity saving throw. On the failed saving throw, the target loses an eye.
Oh my god. Alright. Please roll your damage and we'll just double whatever. Just hit your damage because it'll automatically double it. Okay. Alright.
Wow.
So you shoot it right in the head and end up doing 84 points of damage.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Well. So, I mean,
Amazing.
it was a hard fight. Your pillars were in danger.
So difficult.
It was less about the danger to you and more about the excessive danger that your pillars faced that whole fight.
Yeah, I mean, we were so...
Oh man,
Nail-biting.
Amelia just turns back to a Ross and like air high fives.
Oh my
Yep.
God. And the dryads are sending the other two as far away as possible, yes?
I mean, if they could tell them of like...
was watching.
If they could tell them of some place that has lots of lush grasslands for them to find an easy lunch, you know.
Okay, first of all, there's no such thing as lush grasslands in the Cinderlands.
Oh, I know.
Several
I would have
hundred
been way
miles
out
away.
of Cinderlands, just keep going, you know, for 3 weeks.
What?
Get there.
You want?
I know to wear off.
Wait. You want to send an invasive species into an entirely different ecosystem? Sure.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
do it.
Well, the spell would wear off eventually, and they'd just be out in the middle of nowhere. You're like,
Yeah, it wears off after 24 hours.
You guys get back to Corvosa and like right outside the gates, you're like, is that a dorsal fin?
Oh, shit.
We created the end bad guy.
Oh my God. Absolutely amazing, guys. Like I said, that fight wasn't really a danger to you, but it assumes that some pillars are going to get knocked over. Some stuff will happen, but apparently, nah, you got this.
Oh my god, that was amazing. High five, guys, let's go.
Hell yeah.
I really hope that Krogan was watching that shit from a distance, like at that moment.
Ross is gonna use, you know, the rest of the hour to try and find out more about the dryads and where they're from and stuff, because it's boring as shit up here.
It's so boring.
What do you guys do for fun?
Yeah.
They are from the Feywild. Their names are in Sylvan and hard to pronounce. But they typically spend their days helping the trees grow.
They met any fun fairy dragons?
No, unfortunately not. Your kind are not the most common.
That's too bad.
Ross is going to speak to them in Elven, because, I mean, outside of Amelia, she doesn't have a lot of people that she can speak Elven to.
Rhea knows Elven.
So does Moiri, actually.
Ross doesn't know that.
Also, you've literally never spoken to her in Elven.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just, I've lost, you know, that whole persona, so, like, hey, I have an opportunity to, like, do this thing I used to do.
Why would she
You
think
have plenty of
that the
opportunity.
half-elf could speak Elven?
Well, she's never spoken to her in Elven, because if she had, she would know a thing.
Oh, yeah, so, I mean, as you start talking to them, you'll hear, you know, Moiri chime up in the background with maybe like a question or two. For all of you who can speak Elvish, Moiri speaks Elvish in the worst backwoods hick accent you've ever heard. It was very clear that she was taught Elvish by people who just, like, lived in the middle of nowhere.
That's amazing.
Well, hey, how you doing on
Right.
there, drow? I mean, and then them dryads doing them the trees.
Rhea's was taught by actual elves from her order.
Yeah, Moiri was taught by wood elves in the middle of a jungle. So,
You dryads ever get them trees on them cinder blocks?
it's bad, y'all.
Ross actually knows, like, she learned it in the kitchen, so I'm sure there's, like, way too many curse words that she thought were nice words, because she heard them and asked the kitchen maids what the words meant, and so they're like, oh, that just means I don't like you. You know, not F you.
You're a fucking bitch.
Exactly.
Oh my god. So eventually the dryads do disappear, and the monotony returns. As the evening turns into night. Everyone roll me an athletics check, please.
Oh, I just deleted Amelia. I'm sorry. How do I?
And then there were
Amelia automatically fails hers.
I'm so sorry.
With guidance.
Amelia ran off with the bullets.
Came back larger than ever.
She stole a growth potion.
All right.
Oh, not that it would help her. There we go. Thank
I will
God.
cast. I will cast guidance on myself. Athletics.
You guys are all able to maintain your pillars, riding off the high of that fight. As night falls, the pillars start to glow again, and you're all bathed in the radiant light. And it's getting kind of easier because as exhausted as you are, as tired as you are, you're almost there. You've only got a few hours until that sun rises. Everyone roll
The home stretch, guys.
Roll me one more athletics check, please.
Robin, you get guidance this time.
Ross is giving herself guidance.
Ross and all right, okay. Rhea, Amelia, and Robin, I need strength saving throws, please. Robin.
Did
Wait,
you move
no,
back
he-
within?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still it's not
Back
enough.
within Rhea's
It only
pyramid
gets it to a 15. He needs a 16.
No, it would be a 16 because it's
Plus
plus
4.
I only have
Wait,
plus
no. Never
Yeah,
mind.
plus
I'm
4.
an idiot.
Okay, moment of truth here.
Yep.
Okay. That's 38 points of damage. It's taken 38 points of damage out of 40. Robin, Robin, your pillar falls and it cracks, but it's still whole.
Oh my gosh.
He puts it back up and says he's gonna destroy these pillars later when no one's watching.
Robin, oh my god, it's got 40 hit points.
Oh, wow.
You're able to get it back up. And the sun crests over the horizon. And as it does so, you see the sun shaman walk up and nod to all of you and say, "Please, rest them down. Others will put them back."
Whew.
I am proud of you all. Tonight, after you have rested, I will make you members of the Skonqua. And when you are ready, we will talk about what you need.
That would be very welcomed. We would appreciate it greatly.
As with this, you have earned enough respect points to cross the threshold and earn the respect of the Sun Shaman.
Ross, like the whole time she's saying, she's like trying to like move her arms, like she can't feel her arms. No. She's like, I can't. It's okay. Maybe that'll come back later.
So,
What was the insight for?
Oh, we just wanted to make sure that he wasn't like, yes, lay them down, and somebody else will take care of it, and like we'll do it. And he's like, great, you failed.
No. He was lost. Though I will say, though, he went by and carefully inspected every single pillar, every single speck of the plateau, looking for any modifications or anything. Robin, he gets to your pillar, he sees the crack right up the side, and looks at you and raises an eyebrow,
He's not looking.
and continues walking on, doesn't say anything. So close. Oh my god. Alright, you're all able to return to camp and to your guest yurt. As you return to camp, you make your way tiredly through the spikes and into the camp. The Shawanti seem to be gathered around, but this time there are no glares. There are no calls of Shemek. There's simply silent staring. Except for one. From Krojan.
Huh? Why is...
Like a triumphant laugh.
Fuck yeah, you did it.
Yeah, like that.
Mhm.
And, actually, everyone else is just kind of quiet and kind of respectful and a little bit in shock. You all, I assume you retire to the yurt. You've been standing for 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god, Amelia finally gets to the tent and just her knees buckle and she's just like, nope, I'll lay here. Just right next to the tent opening, just I'll just use my cloak as a pillow and it's fine.
Weary slowly picks you up, takes you to bed.
No, it's fine. Everything hurts.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but she's not gonna let you lay on the floor. Trust me, if you sleep on the floor, it'll hurt worse in the morning.
It is the morning.
Oh.
It is the morning.
Yeah. Aras is getting Kitty to help her take off her boots and stuff.
Gotcha. So you're all rest. Robin, I mean, you don't need to sleep. You just need to, sit down somewhere and not move for a while.
Yeah, he wanted someone to make the mansion because he was like, bath, warm bath. No, okay, you're all just unconscious.
Rhea has the mansion still, I think. She's more than willing to make it.
Aaron collapses at the door. He'll just stand there awkwardly and go sit down by the door.
So you guys making a mention or not?
Rhea's sleeping on an actual bed.
Okay, mention made in the year. Mention
Bath.
it is. You guys get to spend the day in a recreation of Rhea's home tower. Obviously, you guys have been there before. I won't take too long describing it. You're all exhausted and tired. Robin, you go to take a bath and chillax. Everyone else starts drifting off to sleep. What's the con save for?
I was making sure that Amelia didn't pass out in a bath or something.
Gotcha. No, yeah, you guys all make your way to bed and you start taking a long rest. Rhea,
Yeah?
you drift off to sleep. And you've been sleeping for a while and having dreams as Rhea does. Nothing too coherent. But then all of a sudden, it becomes much more vivid. You wake up in your room in the tower, which isn't unusual as that's where you went to sleep in the mansion. And Julian is sitting on the side of the bed. Hello, sweet one. It's been a long time.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
What? A father can't cast dream to see his daughter from time to time?
No, And she would wrap her arms around him. I'm more than happy to see you.
I heard from Claire and your mother that you're out here and what you're doing. I wanted to make sure that you're okay.
There's been a lot so far, and today was... The past couple of days have been long, but we're doing good, I think.
And how are you?
I'm All right. A little envious that I couldn't stay back in Corvosa with Claire and Sebastian and Mother. You didn't see how everyone else looked there. I've never seen them like that before.
He nods. Never be envious. We all have our part to play, our duty. I wished that I could be there with you or with them. But sometimes death is lighter than a feather, and duty heavier than a mountain.
She would just nod, keep hugging him.
What? He kind of laughs and kind of pulls you at arm's length. All right, I'm not going anywhere. Not for a while. So, tell me all about your travels. We have time.
Oh, well, we left the city after going through a noble's mansion. We fought Rakshasa.
His eyes widen.
And when we left, there was, she looks a little sad, a black dragon over the city. But we came out to the Cinderlands, to do what we had to with the Shawanti to gain their trust and learn stories of what we needed for love.
That must be very trying.
She nods. Some of my friends jumped into the Shawanti consider it a god? A giant purple worm that bleeds flames, I think?
That's... Alright, I've heard of some strange traditions, but that's a new one.
She just nods again.
Are they alright?
Oh, they're fine. They managed to get out, and we completed that task and got away.
Good. Listen, Rhea, about the Rakshasas. They're dangerous. Even if you defeat them, they just go back to their realm, and they do not take defeat lightly.
She nods. They'll be back. I know.
Well, sometimes it's better to find them and kill them before then. They're devious. You won't see them coming. It can be better to take care of them first.
She just gives him a curious look.
What? Did I say something?
I've done a lot of that sort of thing thus far. Is that something that would have to be done?
Killing.
She nods again.
It is an unfortunate reality of the world. Rhea, our goal is to protect others so that they can live a happy life, to shield them from the evils of the world. Many times that requires a firm hand and nothing more. After all, most people are cowards at heart, and when shown strength, they will back down. But sometimes, Rhea, there are some evils in this world that do not care how strong you are or how just. They will stop at nothing to get what they want, and that usually means over the carcasses of the innocent. For beings like that, where they are not interested in redemption, when they are not interested in a better path, or when they are of their sound mind, there's only one permanent way to stop them, one sure way to protect people. A Rakshasa, for example, is a demon. They will always and forever be evil. Twisted by chaos, their entire existence is consumed by it. To imprison them, to ward them off, to drive them away is a temporary solution, and in that time, how many more might they kill? I am not suggesting that murder is something to be taken lightly. But these red mantises, for example, I have yet to come across them, but your sister has told me of them and that you have faced them too. That they're fanatical, that they're willing to die without hesitation, without remorse. Is that true?
She would hesitate and look away, but she would nod.
And tell me, if I had one of them and had years, I might be able to change them, to help them see a kindler, gentler way. But we don't have that luxury. And say you let one go, or imprisoned them, but they escaped, or anything. How many people would they kill before you found them again? Our goal, our mission, our purpose is to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Sometimes protection means healing, helping. Other times protection means removing those that would be a threat. It is a reality that you will have to face one day. The thing is, Rhea, you're like me. It'll never get easy, and you'll never get used to it. Killing will always hurt you. It will always take a piece of you. That is truly the price that we pay. Because sacrificing that piece of ourselves ensures the lives of others. And while you should be damn sure you need to sacrifice it, sometimes you have to. And that's okay.
She's quiet for a moment. It's sort of just staring down towards the ground. And she says, That's it then. There's nothing else.
He looks at her. I don't always have all the answers, Rhea, no matter how much you've looked up to me for it. All I can say is trust your heart. But don't be afraid. Don't let your fear stop you from doing what must be done. And while your compassion is always your strongest attribute, always, do not let it blind you.
I understand. She would sort of just weakly lay herself, like, just against him.
He would spend the rest of the dream talking about better days when you were both younger, when he would carry you through the flower fields and you would go picking wild berries. And towards the end of the dream, he would say, I must get going, Rhea. Oh, tell your friend, Amelia, that Jolestina is well. She's recovered from her wounds and, well, she's making progress. What was done to her was terrible, but not uncurable. One day she might be whole again. I'm still working on it, but tell her that it's going well.
I will. Oh, I know you spoke to Mother and Claire and Sebastian, but I don't know what all they told you. Shala and I are engaged.
He smiles broadly. Yes, I do remember some long conversations about that. I'm happy for you. Is it what you truly want?
She just smiles up at him and nods. I love her.
Then I love her too. And he hugs you. Does she have a PhD? Does she make decent money?
Dad, she's a world famous bard.
Oh, great. She's a musician.
I'm a musician.
Wow.
Tell her you can get married when she has a doctorate.
Ah.
All right,
I mean, that's what, I did.
That's so true.
I literally got my PhD graduation ceremony the week before I got married.
Mm-hmm.
So that my Indian wife was marrying a doctor.
Uh-huh. There could be no complaints. Oh, and with that, the dream fades, and you wake up in the same place, of course, but in the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and end the session there. I am going to say that given how long the trials were, you guys got well over 12 hours of rest without being disturbed. Robin, the most relaxing bath you've had in a long time. And we'll pick up next session with you guys having finished your long rest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.